Hi everyone, this is Spiritual Medium Palaki. The video that you're about to watch is a small section taken out of this month's January live readings. As you'll notice, when we started doing the reading, the validations that I was receiving did not make sense for the person who was getting them. That is because it was with the wrong family. The person who I was meant to speak with intervened and actually shut down the reading and then started it back up so that I was looking at the family member that they wanted me to talk to. This is a perfect example of how a spirit is able to manipulate and shift the physical world in order for us to get a sign or a validation that they are trying to get us. You'll also notice towards the end of the video that the original participant got the messages from her family members when they were done.
Jennifer L. Boudreau. Oh, I can see you. You did. Yes. Okay. I think you maybe froze a little bit. Okay. Hello. Can you hear me? Oh, can you hear me okay, Jennifer? It's glitching a bit. I don't know if that's on my side or your side. Okay. I'm getting a thumbs up, which means you can hear me. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with it. Okay. A lot of younger people coming in tonight. There's a lot of younger ones all stepping into the space. Okay. There's a younger gentleman coming in for you, love. When somebody comes on the lower level, it's for me, which means, oh, sorry, I think we froze here. Oh, sorry, I think we froze there. Sorry, can you hear me? It looks like everybody froze at the same time. So I think, can you still hear me okay, Jennifer? Okay, perfect. So yeah, sorry, I was saying younger gentleman coming in, when somebody's on the lower level, it's son or somebody like a son to you, this guy would have died in an impact or a crash because he shows me it's a quick death because he says he never got to say goodbye to people properly. Because he keeps going mom, 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 which means you know the mom or you're connected to the mom if it's not your direct link. Because it's almost like I have to go, this is definitely like a head on collision. And I want to say he flips or he rolls because he keeps showing me like a, and then I'm coming out and getting tossed in the crash. Mm-hmm. No, no, bring it through. No, no, give me the details. She can pass it on. I'm not worried. We'll figure it out who it is. I still think we have two though coming in for her too though. I'm gonna jump back to him though, hon. Don't worry, because I'm definitely gonna go back because I still say, no, no, there's a car crash. I'm sorry, hon, there's a car crash. I keep hearing a car crash coming around you because it definitely means there's an impact or a crash connecting to you. And I go, it's almost like they're trying to say hi or they're trying to get my attention to make sure they get to greet you. Okay. Mm-hmm. Did you lose a nephew then, or like a friend's son or something? Because I definitely want to go like he's acknowledging like he would have known you or he'd be aware of who you were when he was alive. Oh, oh, glitching again. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm muted. Thank you. I would have had a whole conversation. Sorry. Sorry, guys. It actually froze and like shut me out and then brought me back in. So somebody's playing around. Somebody's spirit is trying to get my attention because they're annoyed. And I am coming back. I apologize to the people I missed. But I'm gonna come back to you after though, but it's Shayna Phillimore. As soon as the screen, I'll come back to you after her, not just yet. I have to finish the other people. But as soon as the screen turned on, you were looking at me. So I know somebody's trying to get my attention to talk to you. So I will come back to you after, okay? All right, let me have a look here now. And I apologize. Let me go back. Did I lose her? Okay, Jennifer, are you still there? Can you hear me? Okay, perfect. Okay, lovely. I'm going to stay with you for right now, but like I said, that younger gentleman's coming in, but just keep track of that and check after, okay? Because I was saying it could be even like a nephew or like so one like that, like connecting through, but it's definitely an impact. But I want to jump on the female side, very strong mothering energy coming in for you too. If somebody's on the mom level, it can be mom, mother-in-law, stepmom, somebody like a mom to you. Now, when she comes in, she shows me a lot of issue going on in the chest area because she's not able to breathe properly and she's kissing you down on the head, which means this is mom or somebody like a mom to you. Do you understand? Okay, that one's not placing with you then. Okay. Okay, you're still glitching. I'm sorry, Jennifer. I'm still getting a glitch on your end. I don't know if I'm getting through there. Okay, and I'm sorry, Han. Just a thumbs up or thumbs up if you can hear that. Do you understand the thing with the mom energy coming through? Okay, no, I'm gonna come back to you, hon. I might be crossing somebody over, and I promise I'll come right back to you. But I just want to go back to that Shayna then. Okay, Shayna, I'm gonna jump to you, honey, because I might be linking people over. And if you can just unmute yourself, Hunt, just so I know you can hear me. Okay.
Hello?
Hello. Okay, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm by you. I think that's what was wrong. Sorry, hun. There's a gentleman coming in on an equal level. When somebody's equal level, that's brother, cousin, friend, partner. This would have been an impact or a crash because he shows me it's a hit energy and he's waving right high to you because he says he needs to make sure that he greets you because he never got to say goodbye properly.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, I was with the wrong family. I apologize, Jennifer. I'll come back after. It is yours because I also want to go, hun. There's a mom energy coming in, an older lady like a motherly pattern, very sick before she died because she does this, which means sick all over, and she wants to give you a kiss because you felt like you didn't get to say goodbye to her properly either.
My stepmother and my brother.
Okay. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Sorry, guys. I apologize. As you can now see, if I get the wrong person, they will make sure that they get me the right person. So they literally shut us down and put you up there, Shayna, so that they could talk to you. So I will go to you after, Jennifer. I hope you can hear me. Okay. I've got to jump in because it's interesting though, because she acts like your mom though, because when she comes in, she acts like a mom to you, almost like if you're her daughter. Like she acts like you're her daughter. She treats you like her daughter because she's very, very blunt. And the thing with your brother too, though, I love him, but he's almost the type, I don't say this in a rude way, bit of a dumbass because I go, why would you be sad about, why would you cry for me? Like, it's fine. Like, because he's got this energy where I'm not trying to be rude. It's not that he's not overly sentimental. He just doesn't think that you should be sentimental. He just goes, why is she crying? I died. It's fine. Like, because he's got, and I know that sounds weird, but it means that you and him, how do I word this nicely? Your relationship would have been fine, but it would have been one of these ones where I go, how do I word this? He could piss you off, but then he would also, in the next breath, guard you and try to take care of you because you can see it. But then in the next breath, he turns that into now he's telling you what to do or that you have to listen to him because he's very, very stubborn. Because I go, he's definitely got a stubborn streak and does not budge, but he does that, which means you still talk to them because you still actually say hi to them. And the thing I love, and I'm just going to call her your mom because she acts like your mom energy when she comes in. She does that for me, which means she was ready to go when she passed because you can almost see with her. I go to sleep. Everybody tells me it's okay, kind of thing. And I'm sorry, forgive me, hon. I'm not trying to sort of be rude about any family members. Do you know what? She's acting almost like she's more of a mom to you than your mom, or you bonded with her more than you do your birth mom. It's almost like you and her kind of got each other in a way you don't get with necessarily with your birth mom all the time.
She was my stepmom for 20 years, so she was.
Oh, that
Yeah.
makes sense. That makes sense because the way she acts is not like she's saying you don't have a good mom, but it's the
No.
way she actually goes. No. She goes. Her and I knew stuff about each other. I knew if she needed me, she could come to me. Like, because she's literally the way she steps in. I go, and she's one of those people. Man, if there's crap, she is going to handle it. Like she steps in, she's going to deal with it. She's going to handle it. I go, she's very like to the point where I'm a little bit stubborn, goddess bless, but I go, she will not budge if she doesn't want to budge. But they just wanted to come and to let you know that they made it home safely. But excuse my language because your brother swears. Your brother's the one who fucked up the Zoom thing because he goes, you're in the wrong group. Like it's almost like, and I love him because your mom would have been a little more tactful. She would have been, we'll wait our turn. We'll try to do it. Your brother is like, no, we're in the wrong group. Like because you can see he would embarrass people, but he wouldn't care that he embarrassed people, but he would know he's embarrassing people, but he thinks it's funny because it's almost like your mother would be like, wait your turn. And he goes, no, she wanted to talk to me. Tell her no. Like, I love your brother because it also means that he'll be the type that will give you a lot of signs or messages, but they'll almost be the ones that are like annoying. Like he'll almost like play around with computer screens or mess up the phone and make the phone beep when you're trying to talk on it. Like they're the ones, and I know it sounds weird, but we always pay attention, especially if they send us a sign during the reading. So where the screen literally glitched, shut down on my end, then it came back. It also means that he'll shut down your screens or glitch your screens. So when you're having stuff with your phones and that, just keep an eye on it. Because if he can do it while we're doing the reading, it means he can do it for you too. But he would actually glitch or play with it to try to get your attention, okay?
Okay.
Yep. Your mom's giving a kiss down because your stepmom, she's giving the kiss. Because I go, she's such a sweetheart and she's a big hugger. Because she goes, tell her I love her, tell her I love her. Because it's very important. And she says she's got to make sure that she does acknowledge you tonight as well, okay? And she does that, which means you always knew you were like a daughter to her. She never had to explain it. But she goes, thank you for saying goodbye to me. Because she says you told her how much she meant to you before she died. And she wants to let you know that she heard you. And she says she wants to say that she loved you back just as much and it's just as important, okay? Now, hon, are you one of 5 kids all together with her, or is it her and 5, you and 5 others?
We're 3. I have another brother and the one who passed.
Because there should be 5 kids that she almost looked after, or 5 that she's very protective over before she died.
Well, I guess with our spouses, we're 5. Yeah.
Oh no, that might make sense because the way she does it, because she's very guarded over your brother too. But it's almost like the 5 of you. It's like, if you need anything, come to my house. And she's very picky because she complains about having to cook for everybody, but then she wants everything done at her house because she doesn't want it anywhere else because she's supposed to handle it, kind of thing. But she taps you, which means you started helping her out with stuff like that before she died, or a couple of years before. It's almost like you're stepping in trying to do stuff, and you can see she lets you, but then she'll keep an eye on everything you're doing, almost as a way to monitor it to make sure it goes correctly. Hon, what's the thing that you never put up a Christmas tree? She's picking on the thing with no tree.
She was Jehovah, so we didn't put a tree.
Sorry. So you've started putting one up now, though.
Yeah.
Because she's acknowledging the thing with the tree. Because she's very picky about the no tree. Because she's like, oh, I've seen. Like, but it's almost like she doesn't judge you for having the tree. It's just she's aware of the tree. Because she goes, no. And because you were having them before she died. She acknowledges the tree before she dies. But she's just bringing it up again because she mentions about the not having the tree. And it's almost like a big deal to her. But I'm not saying this in a rude way. Like, she's Jehovah, but not like pushy on it. It's almost like you celebrate what you need to celebrate. This is what I have. Because when she comes in, she's very respectful, but I go very devout to her practice. So, because she goes, this is what happens when I die. This is how things are. But it's also part of the reason that I don't want to be looked after. Let me go if I'm supposed to go. Like, she's very set. And I go, she's at peace and she's happy. And there's a gentleman there, like a father energy to her, because it's almost like a grandfatherly pattern. She just wants to let you know they're all together and that your brother's home safely with them too. Okay.
Thank you.
As well. You too, my friend. Your brother, I'm sorry, he would always chew gum or pop gum.
Yeah.
Because what's the thing about spitting out the chewed gum? Because it's really gross. And I go, can you please put that in the garbage, not just spit it out?
I'm not sure.
It's the weirdest thing, but it's the thing about spitting out the gum instead of just like throwing it in the garbage. And I go, don't spit on the floor. It's gross when you spit on the floor. And he's got this thing about spitting. But he starts laughing like it's something really funny. If you can, just double check if somebody else in the family can place that, because he says it is important to him, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, you too, buddy. Thank you. No, he's good. So they're heart tapping as well. But I'm sorry, hon, but you have the 2 children yourself, though, because he keeps guarding the 2 kids, or there's almost like there would be like 2 nieces or nephews for him.
I have a niece and a nephew. Well, we don't know yet, but another baby on the way. So 2. It would be 2 grandkids to Nicole and 2 nieces or nephews to my brother.
That makes sense because he's acknowledging the 2 of them, but then he nods with the 3rd one, which means it's almost like because he's already said if it's a boy, they want to honor by putting the name in, or we're going to put his name in because he's already acknowledging it because he's happy with that, and he gives a heart tap, which means he knows about it. But he's giving the other 2 kisses because I go, he was so good with kids. Because he's such a goofball. I go, he doesn't take anything seriously, but he's almost like, I'm good with kids, but I don't want to hang out with them. Leave me alone. Like, he's got this thing, and I go, I adore your brother. Do you know what I mean when I go, he's a lovable dumbass?
Yes.
because he's got that personality, and I go, I can't hate the guy. Like, he's actually super nice, but they just want to let you know that he's okay and he didn't suffer when he passed. Okay.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. Lovely. Perfect. Thank you, hon.
Thank you.
All right, perfect. And I apologize. Let me try to get back to you, Jennifer, if you're still there. Okay, Jennifer, you can still hear me. Okay, perfect. There. Sorry, honey. I apologize. I definitely think we had the wrong group because now there's a dad coming in for you. I go, oh, completely different people lined up. I got to jump on the male side. Very strong father energy coming in. If somebody's on the dad level, that can be father, stepfather, father-in-law, somebody like a dad. Now he starts coughing for me, which means very sick all over before he died, because he shows me it spreads throughout the system or it's very weak in his system before he passes. Do you understand? Oh no, he's nodding. This is definitely like a because I'm sick in the stomach as well because it's almost. Oh, that's the guy. That's the guy. And you can hear me? Okay, right, Jennifer. I can't hear you, but I just want to make sure. Okay, perfect. Do you understand the thing about the guy, like the dad that would have had the drinking issues? Because it's almost like I go, he's sick from drinking, or he's sick with the excessive drinking. And I definitely feel like this guy's for you because they're tapping you. Like they've got to acknowledge it because this to me would be where I'd put it like an uncle or like stepdad kind of thing because he's definitely on that fatherly level. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Oh, stepdad. Okay, perfect. I can hear you. Okay, perfect. Sorry. Actually, that works, Jennifer. If you can just do that in the chat too, if you understand something, because it pops up on the screen and then we can communicate that way, okay? Because he's coming through, but he draws it out for me, which means sick for a while before he passed, because he shows me he was dealing with a lot of house stuff, but it's almost like he's ignoring it or he doesn't want to, he's downplaying it because it's almost like he's like, I don't want to address it or acknowledge it. But I'm not trying to be rude. He's nice enough, but he's not an overly friendly guy because he says you and him didn't have the best relationship before he passed. Because it's almost like he didn't fix everything with you before he died. Because he's very blunt and it's almost like, and I'm sorry to say this, but he caused a lot of crap when he was alive for your family, but then he doesn't want to talk about it or acknowledge it because it's almost like he goes, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Because he's got to, okay, as long as I can see the yeses coming in, hun, so perfect. I can see them coming because he's very blunt about that. And it's just the way he does it. I go, he's lovely. He's a very, very nice guy. But it's just with the way he approaches, you can definitely tell that if you would try acknowledge about something or talk to something, he would almost change the topic or he gets pissed off about it because the way he's coming at it, it's almost like, I don't want to talk about it, leave it alone kind of thing like that. Because you can see, I go, well, I can't address the drinking with him. I can't bring up his temper with him because it's just going to cause even more of a trouble. So we pretend it's not there, but then it stresses your mom. So then it's stressing you. Like, because he's almost got this energy that he's acknowledging it now, but he just wants to tell you that he's sorry because he's tapping you. And forgive me if this is private, hon, but it's almost, it gives me the feeling of either he's abusive towards you or it's almost like what we would classify as abusive now. Because I go, he definitely does not have a filter when he talks. Like he's very blunt the way he comes across because he says he just needs to apologize to everybody because he knows that it was very hard to put up with him sometimes. But he says you guys stuck it out and he just wants to let you know that he's sending his love back across, okay? Perfect. Okay. No, he's good. He's good. They're giving kisses down. He just wanted to let you know because he said there was a lot of healing that you've been doing lately. Because he says the last 2 years or so, you've been doing a lot of healing inner energy work for yourself. And he just wants to let you know that you said you forgave him and you wished him well in his journey. And he just wants to say thank you because he's heard you say that. And he needs to let you know that he's sending his love back down, but he also apologizes, knowing that he never did it before he passed. And he wants to acknowledge and honor your feelings as well. Okay. All right, perfect. Thank you, my friend. Perfect, lovely. Thank you, Jennifer. Perfect. All right.